Welcome back to CrossTalk podcast. I'm Tomoya.
Hi, I'm Andrea.
So, Andrea-san, have you heard about the recent discussion on whether Japanese people are unkind to strangers?
I've heard a little bit about this from tourists, actually, on an online forum for tourists.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I have found an interesting article the other day.
Okay.
Japan was at the bottom for helping strangers in recent years.
Really? That's actually surprising.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
And not just only Japan, some Asian countries and some European countries were in the bottom 10.
Okay, I can believe European countries, but I think actually I haven't had many bad experiences about that in Japan. A few, but in general, people do help when you ask them or when you look like you're in trouble.
Okay.
That's interesting.
We want to talk about this topic today.
Okay.
What do you think about the idea that Japanese people are unkind?
I think that is incorrect based on my experience.
Okay.
But I would say that most Japanese people are unfriendly. They're not like really outgoing people. They're not super friendly. But they are kind. They are kind, definitely.
Yes.
So unkind, I think, is incorrect.
Okay.
Yeah, that's just a issue of wording.
Mm-hmm. So this topic related to helping foreign tourists.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, and also just other Japanese people sometimes, too.
Yes.
Not
Yes.
only tourists, but other people in general.
Yes.
So I think there are maybe some reasons or some factors why this happens.
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe tourists perceive that Japanese people aren't kind because they're like Japanese people are sometimes reluctant to help unless you specifically ask someone, hey, I'm lost. Can you help me find ABC store? Or can you tell me where to go for this thing? But if you don't ask specifically, people don't go out of their way to help you. I think that's one factor.
Right. And then I usually check my smartphone while I'm walking on the street.
Yeah.
I can notice tourists.
Right. Because you have your own thing that you're doing, right?
Right.
You're looking at your smartphone. You're thinking about your own thing. You're trying to go somewhere.
Yes.
Like in my case, I'm usually rushing from one job to another job or one place to another place. So I also don't always notice.
Right.
Yeah. Sometimes I do.
And also we are not sure if the strangers need help or
Right. I've walked up to people who I thought looked lost. And I asked them if they wanted help. And some people say yes, please. And some people say no, or okay. So it's about 50-50, If you approach someone, sometimes they want to look at their phone and they know where they want to go. They're just kind of trying to get directed. They're trying to figure out which direction to go. And once they figure it out, they're fine. But
yes.
yeah, not everyone needs help.
Yes. This is the reason why I hold myself back from helping others because I'm worried about bothering these people.
Right. Some people don't like to be approached.
Right. And this is called enryo.
Enryo, yeah. Like
Yes.
kind of being reserved.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's also the issue of language barrier.
Yes.
One of our friends here, she's a little bit of an older lady. She's a little bit older than me. She's Japanese, and she said a few years ago, a foreign tourist approached her and needed help. The wheel on his suitcase had come off, and he was asking her, where's a repair shop? So there were two issues. One issue is that she didn't know. She didn't know where to repair luggage. And number two, she does speak English, but not super fluently. And so this foreign person who was very upset and was talking really quickly and wouldn't slow down and was talking a million miles an hour like this, she couldn't understand what he was asking because he was speaking too quick and he was too excited. And so there is a language barrier. And I think she was able to help him, but she had to stop what she was doing. She was going somewhere. She had to stop what she was doing and be late for her thing in order to stop and help this person. So it's kind of a double or triple issue, right?
Mm-hmm. I personally don't have language barriers.
No, you're fine.
But I helped someone the other day. And they are a tourist, a foreign tourist. And they wanted to know a good restaurant around here.
Okay.
So I gave them some information and direction.
Okay, that's nice.
I think these people are from Europe.
Okay.
And I asked, like, can I help you? And they said no. And I suddenly thought, okay, again, I asked the wrong person.
Yeah, well, that's okay.
Because they have a smartphone. They know where I want to go.
Yeah, okay.
And most people do.
Yeah.
Most people do have a smartphone.
Yeah.
But after they said no, they told me they want to know a good restaurant. So
Okay, so they said no, but then they actually did want help.
kind of, yes.
A little bit.
Yes. And I helped a different person later.
Okay.
He was from Europe and he also wanted to know a good restaurant around here. So I did the same thing. I gave information and then give him directions. Yes. Again, this person looked a bit lost, but I was kind of uncertain whether I should offer help or not.
Yeah, I think it's not really clear. It's not always easy to know if someone needs help or not. So if I see people who are walking, I don't, like you, I don't stop them. I don't bother them. But if I see people stopped, and let's say they're looking at their smartphone and they're kind of looking around, I thought, okay, maybe they're looking for something or they're lost. Then I approach and I'll say, first I'll ask, do you speak English?
Yes.
Or do you speak Japanese?
Yes.
And then if they do, then I ask, do you need help? Or can I help you find something? But if they don't speak English or they don't speak Japanese, like if it's someone who only speaks Korean or only speaks Chinese, then I can't help. Right?
Yes.
And I just say, sorry, enjoy your trip.
Yeah, I would feel bad if if a tourist said, oh, I don't need help.
I don't feel bad. I just don't want to bother them anymore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just say, okay, enjoy your trip. Just thought I would ask. Just checking on you, making sure you're okay.
Yes.
Because I'm not Japanese, obviously, but I do live in Okayama, and
Yes.
I do want people to have a good time when they visit. Like, I do care about the image of our prefecture, of our city.
And also I found out after I talked with this man from Europe, we did a small chit chat.
Oh, good. Nice.
And like we talked about, where you from,
Oh, nice.
just a basic conversation. After that, he looked very happy.
Oh, nice.
Was talking local person.
Yeah, I think people do enjoy meeting and chatting with local people, actually. Yeah.
And I think this will be a good trip memory for
I hope
him.
so. Yeah, I hope so.
And I would feel the same, right?
Yeah, actually, I would feel the same too. When I traveled to Vienna when I was younger, no one really offered to help us. We didn't get lost. We kind of wandered around exploring, but we didn't get lost. But the few people who did make an effort to talk to us and teach us about Vienna or tell us something about like the food that we were eating, it did stick in my mind. It is a nice memory.
Yeah. However, I have also found interesting factors about helping strangers.
Okay.
Usually, people giving up seat,
Really? I've never seen that in Japan, honestly.
like on the bus.
No, I've never seen that. That's actually one thing that tourists do say is Japanese people never give up their seats.
Really? I do.
Well, maybe you do, but the main complaint is older men, older Japanese men, and young kids, like teenagers. They will go on a train and sit on the, what is it called? Like the Yusen Seki? It's like the priority seating
Yes,
for handicapped or older people or pregnant ladies or, injured people.
Yes.
So older Japanese men or like teenagers will go and sit there. And then, for example, an older lady will come and stand right in front of them. And no one ever gives up their seat. So I've heard the opposite about Japan, actually. Sorry to throw a wrench in your research.
Yeah, maybe you are right.
I don't know.
And giving directions like I did.
Okay, yeah, I've seen that. That's common. And people have helped me too.
Yeah, these are common like help among everyone.
Yeah.
These people wanted to be helped actually, like carrying heavy luggage.
Yeah.
Wheelchair person wanted to be lined up front.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, they want to be given access to the front of the line, which is fair. One thing that I noticed, I said like Japanese people don't tend to give up their seats, but they do very well with giving directions and also transportation issues, like which bus or which train to take. They're very helpful with that. And I've been helped many times by people when I was on the wrong train or on the wrong bus. People because Tokyo, like I don't go to Tokyo often. I don't know Tokyo very well. And I've gotten on the train and someone said, "Oh, you're on the wrong train. You should wait for the next one." I'm like, "Oh, okay. Thank you very much." Yeah, that's very helpful.
Okay. Those are from research. And it's kind of interesting to me.
Yeah, it is interesting to me too.
Yes. All right. I'd like to share a useful English phrase for listeners.
Okay, that's a great idea.
Don't hold yourself back.
Yes, that's right. So enryo shinai, right?
Enryo
Don't
shinai.
hold yourself back.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't hold yourself back helping others.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so if you want to not hesitate or not hold yourself back, here are some expressions that you can use to help people. So I mentioned a few minutes ago that when I approach someone, first I ask if they speak a language that I speak. I ask, "Hi, do you speak English?" Or "Hi, do you speak Japanese?" And if they say yes, I ask, "Do you need help?" And then following up, you tell them what they need to know. You tell them where the restaurant is, or you tell them where they need to go. And if they still don't understand, you can say, "Let me walk you there," or "Let me take you,"
Yes.
or "Let me show you the way." So then you have to kind of escort them if you say that, right? You have to go with them.
Yes.
Which actually a lot of Japanese people do that. And a lot of foreigners love that because it's really helpful and it's really nice because you can chat on the way, right? You get to know someone on the way.
Yeah, if you have time.
Yeah, if you have time.
Yes.
You don't have to completely change your schedule.
Right.
Another thing is after you explain the directions or the information, just to check to make sure that they understand, you can ask, "Does that make sense?" Does that make sense? Yeah. Yeah. And then, for example, if you explain something and you're not sure, like you look at their expression and you're not sure if they understood, you can say, "Would you like me to explain that again?"
Sounds nice.
Yeah. So these are some expressions that you can use to follow up to make sure that they get to the place that they need to go. So once again, "Let me walk you there," or "Can I walk with you?" "Let me escort you." "Does that make sense?" And "Would you like me to explain that again?"
Okay.
Yeah.
So these are not Indo-Shinai phrases.
Right. These are Indo-Shinai phrases.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
They are not Indo-Suru phrases.
Okay.
That's tricky.
Yes. Yeah. We want to help, those tourists
Yeah,
coming
definitely.
into our places.
Yeah, definitely. And
Yeah.
I like meeting new people. I've also helped people. I've met some people around here from Taiwan and Australia and Hong Kong. Again, they're like your people. They were trying to find somewhere to eat.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I wish I could help more Asian people, like coming from Taiwan and then some other Asian countries.
Well, you probably can. Winter holiday is coming up soon.
Yeah, and I'd like to see their smiley faces after we chat.
Yeah, that's nice.
Okay,
You should be a cultural ambassador.
what's that?
It's someone who is an ambassador for your country to kind of represent like the best of your country.
Oh, no, I'm not that type of person.
You could be, though. Okay, so now we'd like to hear from our listeners. How about you guys? Has anyone ever helped a foreign tourist get somewhere? Or, have they ever asked you for help, or have you ever approached someone? If you have, let us know what you did or what happened there. We're interested in your story.
Yes, and remember, don't hold yourself back by 遠慮.
That's right.
Yes, we help each other in times of need.
Yeah, that's really nice. I like that very much.
Okay, that's all for this episode, but don't forget to catch our next one.
All right, this is CrossTalk signing off, bringing you English your way every week.
Keep listening and keep shining. Bye.
Bye.